Hopefully this is a short video today. Hope both my viewers are doing well out there. I saw these. I keep an eye on the sealed market, as you know, if you watch any of my videos. I saw these Urza Saga tournament packs for $225 at Card Kingdom. Looks like they have 24 of them available. I think 12 came in a brick or a display box, so maybe they opened a couple of display boxes and now they're selling these. I see these listed all the way up, on Troll and Toad, ABU Games, other places. Sometimes these are listed for about $300. So I'm thinking this is a pretty good deal. But here, while I got you here, we'll do a quick check on eBay to see what MTG Urza Saga. Tournament box sealed. Yeah, so there you go. See some of these listed for 300. The cheapest I see, and I never buy them if I see they're unless they're coming from a reputable seller. These look like three pretty good sellers here. Let's check the cheapest one. That looks pretty good, to be honest. $27.50. Let's check. I got my calculator up. $27.50 divided by 12. That's $229.16 per box, because there's 12 of them that come in these. But you got $25 of shipping there as well. This is coming from Chantilly, Virginia. Got the yellow seal. I kind of like it when I see the yellow seal or the navy blue seal, because it looks. I think it's less likely that it's been faked or taken from a different box. Although I would not buy this one. Never mind. Do not buy this one. That quality sticker is ripped off. Back, exit, no, cancel, control, delete. Do not buy that one. Looks like I already made an offer to this guy. Kind of a low offer for sure. But let's see. Okay, yeah, this still has the quality seal on it. Something there. Doesn't look like water damage, but it looks like some sort of damage. I think that's the Belgium stamp. You see that on products, I believe, when they're sealed and they're made in multiple countries. What's the one I've seen that on recently? Mirage. I think Mirage was printed in the U.S. and Belgium, and so the Belgium ones I've seen that sticker on them, that little black and white face there, that thing. Okay, let's get back out of here. Let's see, again, whenever you're doing actual price analysis, you got to look at the sold, what they are actually selling for. Okay, so some here, looks like somebody picked one up for $208, so a little over $210. So that's pretty good. $230. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about these coming from Taiwan. I just not sure sometimes. I mean, it looks like the seller's fairly reputable, so who knows? Okay. So yeah, this was the most recent one that sold for $208. So like I said, this one at Card Kingdom, they got 24 of them for, hold on here, for $225. Urza Saga. Seems like that's a pretty good deal. That's a good deal. I wouldn't call it great. It's not as good as $1,000 for a box of Mirage. It's not as good as $550 or $599 for a box of 4th edition. But if you're looking for a few of these, I think that's a pretty good price to pick them up at. And obviously, you're buying from one of the most reputable sellers of sealed product, Card Kingdom. The good thing about buying from these major sellers is it's a lot less likely that something's been resealed, or if you're buying singles, it's a lot less likely that they would ever be dealing in counterfeits, knowingly dealing in counterfeits or sealed product that they know is resealed. At a source like Card Kingdom, any reputable sellers on TCG Player, or like Collector's Cash or Cool Stuff Inc., ABU Games, Troll and Toad, Star City Games, highly unlikely. What else do I want to? Oh, okay. So that covers that. I just wanted to bring to light that Urza Saga tournament pack. This looks like usual. I'm rambling here, but usually both my viewers are asleep by now. Gold. I was going to talk about gold. So let's go to a. This is a good site. JM Bullion and AppMax are two pretty good sites for buying physical precious metals. I'm kind of into some of this vintage rare currency. I think it's interesting for pre-Federal Reserve, pre-central bank days. Anyway, gold is over $1,300 an ounce. It's kind of a bad signal for the stock market, but that's a good signal for people that own precious metals and assets that continue to go up regardless of what the market does. And it seems like collectibles, precious metals, things like that do that. So gold, Magic the Gathering, some people collect Pokemon, they collect art or wine or rare cigars or whatever you collect. The collectibles market, as long as you have an intimate knowledge of that market and you're uh, feel comfortable holding it for long term. But gold's a good hedge against the market because you don't know our market's been on ever since 2008 when the central bank's been pumping all this money into the market. Um, it's destined to inflate asset prices like securities in the stock market. So eventually this bull market's going to come to an end, and you're kind of starting to see the cracks in it as the central bank raises interest rates. Anyway, don't want to get too much more onto that. I just thought it was interesting that it broke 1,300 because I also pay attention to the price of gold. One last thing. Let's go to coin market cap. Yeah, and here's another ceiling break. This must have just happened late tonight because I'm doing this early Saturday morning. I'm making this video. I'll try to release it so you can watch it on Saturday. But good news for Bitcoin, just broke 4,000. I know it's a far cry from the 18 or 19,000 it was at the all-time peak. But I bought my first Bitcoin in 2013, and I think let's go to the chart. Yeah, so right, I think in here because I think I was sub 1,000, and then it dropped down. I was like, oh, did I make a mistake? What's going? Because I didn't know really what it was and everything like that. But so I wrote out this. I think bought a little more, and then this happened. I don't know if you'll ever see those prices again. It seems like you're settling in. So you have this from here to here, you have this long, basically nothing was going on, and I would expect to see that again. But you see things like J.P. Morgan recently came out with their own cryptocurrency for interbank transactions and things like this. So I don't know. I don't know. But I think it's good news that it breaks 4,000. Will it ever get back to these levels? I doubt it. For sure not in the next, not in 2019, 2020. I don't see that happening. I don't see another parabolic. I think this was because it was so new. It was like the tulip bubble, but it didn't crash as hard as the tulip bubble because there is a scarcity, there is a rarity to it. And that kind of goes back to gold and magic, sealed magic product. There's only so much out there. There are only so many of these. And you could say the same thing with reserve. If your thing is you like to invest in reserved list cards, fine, more power to you. I don't personally because I'm too wary of counterfeits. The only thing you got to worry about with uh, investing in sealed product is that it's been resealed, and a lot of times you can eliminate that if you know the provenance of the product, or you're buying it from a very reputable seller and they know the history of the product and where it came from. Maybe it came straight from a distributor, or maybe it came from a store that they consult with. So uh, anyway, it's just good. Bitcoin over 4,000, gold over 1,300, and I just wanted to point out I kind of like making these videos. So if something ever really stands out to me, like this price does, 225, I like to make a video about it. I'm not affiliated with Card Kingdom. I don't have an affiliate link with them. Nothing. I just enjoy keeping an eye on the sealed product, Magic the Gathering product. And I don't do anything with the modern stuff. I just pay attention to everything from the end of the reserve list, which is the Urza's block and before. So basically anything from the year 1999 and before, I like to keep an eye on it. But going back to what I was saying earlier about the singles, if you invest in singles, the whole point is if you invest in reserve list single Magic the Gathering cards, that there are only so many out there, and it's even more difficult to find some that are in good condition. Um, I think I don't want to get into that in this video, but I saw something about an Alpha Lotus. It was like a 9.5 Alpha Lotus, graded obviously, but there's only so many of those left. I mean, of all the uh, Black Lotuses, how many of them have been kept in such great condition all these years since 1993? Very few. That's okay. One last thing. I always say, "Oh, quick video." Now I'm now I'm getting into it. Card Kingdom also has one of these for sale. Yeah, 12 grand. No, that's not a good price, but that's not my point. The point is there were only 9,000 of the collector's edition. Wizards of the Coast ordered 10,000. The printer shorted them 1,000, and so they have 9,000 of the collector's edition, and I believe there's only 5,000 of the international collector's edition that were ever printed. Now, most of those have been opened. That's the thing. Most of these have been opened, especially the outer seal, excuse me, has been broken on a lot of these. Now, a lot of these cards, it's easier to find these cards in near mint condition because a lot of them did just buy them as collectors. They didn't see a lot of play, and so you do see a lot of these uh, available in. Let's go to the collector's edition. Uh, Apparently, it's going to make a liar out of me. I thought they had a bunch. Maybe somebody came through and bought a bunch of them. They just had a bunch of these. Anyway, if you go to TCG Player, they got plenty. Anyway, it's pretty easy to find a lot of these in near mint as far as the singles go because they haven't seen a lot of play. But my whole point was there were only 5,000 of those boxes ever made, and they're not making any more. And most of those have been opened. Some of those cards have been lost, played with, what have you. Some of those boxes probably got lost. They were $50 originally. Who knows what happened? So my point is, when you invest in something like reserve list singles or sealed product or gold, even there's only so much gold that can be mined out of the ground, and it's a scarce asset. What was the other thing? Bitcoin. There will never be any more than 21 million Bitcoin, just because it's been in the protocol. That's the maximum supply of Bitcoin that can ever be achieved. And new Bitcoin is created. It's not created by a privately owned central bank. It's created by the protocol, so that as mining happens, uh, new Bitcoin is created over time, and eventually there will only be 21 million Bitcoin. And so if you are one of the people that have a Bitcoin, yeah, we went through a big pullback in the price of Bitcoin from the 19,000 all the way down to 3,000. But if you're getting in at these levels, I don't see a problem there. I don't see a huge risk in that. Okay, what am I doing here? Last thing here in this video. I always say I shouldn't even say it at the beginning of a video. Oh, I'm gonna make a quick video, because it's never a quick video. But I do get to the thing I'm making the video about at the very beginning, and then you can just leave. But if you want to listen to me ramble, you can stick around. I only have 2 viewers, and usually both of them are asleep by now. All right, collector's edition search. I don't think any are for sale. Well, I better not say. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of these. Let's see how many singles we have in near mint. Doesn't seem like a problem. Sort prices by item price only. Seems like prices are kind of high here. Oh, there we go. $1 for some of these. Anyway, my point is it's very difficult to find alpha and beta near mint cards. These are much easier to find in near mint because they haven't been played with. Let's go to the sealed product, see how many of those are for sale right now. None. Collector's edition. I'm not even going to waste time looking at the international collector's edition, but yeah, there are 9,000 of these out there. And like I said, they're a scarce asset. And so it's a nice, if you have one of those, it kind of just feels good having that, knowing that there's not going to be more created. It's not going to be devalued. Yeah, you might have to buy and hold for a long time to go through the ups and downs of whatever happens to the overall market, like you're doing with Bitcoin or like you do with gold. But it's one of those assets that can't just be created on a printing press or on a computer screen at the New York Federal Reserve, or it's like not an asset like your house that they build new houses every day and knock houses down, and so it can fluctuate. These collectible assets like gold, like sealed magic, or whatever collectible it is that you're into, Bitcoin, those are just some that I'm familiar with, but I'm sure, some people invest in art or other types of collectibles that I've never even heard of. It's all about scarcity. Buy and hold a scarce asset, and that's a pretty good investment plan, in my humble opinion. So that's it. The main purpose of this video was the $225 at Card Kingdom for a sealed tournament deck, which came with 75 cards as opposed to the 60 cards that you got like in the core sets, 4th edition, 5th edition. And then I think with 6th edition, they started putting 75 cards in the... Well, since I'm rambling, might as well just keep going since both my viewers are already asleep anyway. I always like that card, Flying Man. Okay, I keep getting on all these sidetracks and whatever, just stream of consciousness here. But I'll still title it. The main purpose of the video that I got to at the very beginning was the price of these tournament packs. What am I doing now? Classic 6th edition. I think they list it as... Yeah, they list it as 6th edition. That's a good price. $30. They only have 3 of them. Oh, it doesn't have the description. Usually they have a description here, or a descriptor. I believe it was. I'm not going to mess around. I think they started, well, it says right there, 75 cards. Now, I don't remember how much of that's land, and it's been too long since I've opened one. But whereas the 5th edition came with 60 cards. Yep, 60 card deck there. And I don't believe there's an inner seal on the 5th edition. I could be wrong. But you can hear the cards rattling around in there. No good prices here. They do have some 3rd edition stuff for sale. Anyway, I don't always buy from Card Kingdom. They just have a really easy to navigate site. It's really fast, and but when you go to buy, you got to look at everything and check price everywhere. Okay, that's it. I will end this video. I will quit rambling. Hopefully there was something in here helpful. And if you're looking for a tournament pack of Urza Saga at a good price, Card Kingdom has one right now. That's all. Thanks for watching. Hope both my viewers are doing well. I will catch you in the next video.